Right, the first treasure is just here on the right. See, the stones are now in there. There's also a mandragora waiting for me.
See ya!
See ya! Another belladonna wand. A pet talk. Not sure who that's for. Pet talk sounds kind of sporty, so like it would be a walker weapon, maybe? No? Walker armor? Yeah, there it is. No frost shot ablaze. That's a good guess, though. After collecting the first treasure, there's a couple of things I need to run past you because I've done them off camera. First things first is I collected all of the monsters in Mount Gagazet now. I've captured them all, so this area is now done and dusted. As usual, it does mean that I have a lot of sphere levels I need to use up. So for now, what I've done is I've whacked on the no encounters armor that we have for Titus, because I think I've done enough battling in here now just to go around and collect the rest of the treasure. I don't want to be like stupidly OP when it comes to fighting, you know, anything else. So I'm going to go around and collect the rest of the treasure. The second one is, while I was collecting the monsters, I also collected the ones in the water as well, you know, like the splashers, the giant fish with the horns, and them ones that build up power. And while I was in the water, I noticed that when we did the second trials, there was actually a treasure there. I just didn't notice it at the time, so I didn't want to pick it up until it was back on camera, so I'm gonna go back and pick it up now. As you can see, like just under the red circle, very faint, which is why I didn't see it any. So let's go back and get that. It's a fortune sphere. Nothing amazing. Well, amazing to me anyway. I know fortune spheres are actually important. But we could done with some like swish armor with like auto life and ribbon and stuff like that on it. All stuff we gotta craft ourselves in order to fight the Dark Aeons and stuff. And then the final couple of bits of treasure is down this way. The area that was blocked off until we completed the trials. So we'll go this way. And then we swim around and we find the two chests that we were trying to get at from the other side. A return sphere and a recovery ring. So yeah, if you look, there's a gap now between that and the path at the top there. The path at the top is where we were trying to, well, where I was trying to get the treasure earlier on. I forgot that you had to come down this way. And then we're finally done in here. We can leave. So we go up here, and now that the steps have been put in, we can walk up this very janky path, which is hard to walk up.
They'll be upon us soon. She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Unaleska.
Lady Unaleska.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
Lady Unalaska, also an unsent. Very first very first person to defeat Sin, I think. Very first summoner. Let's take off this armor real quick and put on my Tetra shield, and then we'll save it. Right, now we've saved it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly use up all these sphere levels. It's going to take a little bit of time, so what I'm going to do is just... I'm going to fill them all in, and then I'll bring you back once I've done it and just fill you in on what I've done, so... Saves a bit of time. Okay, so that's the sphere levels done. So a quick rundown. We'll start with Tidus. He was up here somewhere, I think. So what he's done is him and Waka kind of crossed over here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, they started up here. So you went up here, learned this, come around here, learned a bit more strength, and then rinsed around, and there's now down here. So we just filled out all those nodes. I haven't gone here because there's nothing there, so it's just a waste of moves. Waka, on the other hand, started down here and basically did exactly the same, just went the other way. He's now up here. He's learned zombie attack now as well. That's zombie attack up there, so he's now, I think, completely finished his moves, as far as I remember anyway. Riku, yeah, she was down here, so she's come up here, learned scan and extract mana, come around here, and kind of joined up with her ult where she started on her sphere grid, so she's almost done a complete loop now. I do need to come back down here with a level 3. I'm trying to kind of link up her things. I know it's a technically wasted move, but I'm just trying to link her up all together just for the sake of it. Yeah, we need a level 3 this way to come down here and complete that little bit, and that's also copycat there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on myself. I'm going to go around this little circle here, then come back on myself, and then down here to do it. That's where Kimari is right now. Lulu, obviously she was down here somewhere, so she's come up here now. Learned to regen and Curaga, so we got 2 now that can heal. She's also got a massive boost to her magic, I think, yeah, +4. So she's got 11 extra to her magic. Oren, he was up here somewhere, I think. He's come... Where was he? He was down here actually, wasn't he? So he's got like an extra boost to his thing as well, so +2. +3, +4, +4, +2. So yeah, he's got a massive boost to his strength as well. So he's now gonna, he'll probably do max damage every attack now until I get a celestial weapon where he can break the damage limit. Kimari was down here, same as Riku. Finished off Lulu's first area. Rather than send him up there, I'm just gonna send him over here first. I'd say link up to the part on the grid that he's already done, and then we'll come up here, and then he can finally finish his little starting area. And then Yuna, she's come down here now and has finally learnt double cast, and she's waking her right now to the last set of Lulu's spells, so she should be able to cast some magic. And that's everybody. I just wanted to look who's the heaviest hitter here. So Tidus has got 78 strength. Waka has got 70. Lulu's got 73 magic, so she actually has a lot. Well, she hits harder than Waka does attack-wise. Auron has 77 strength, so now Tidus is actually stronger than Auron. Yeah, Kimari's just kind of all-rounded. And Lulu has Yuna has 85 magic, so if she had black magic spells, which she's about to get, she would actually hit harder than Lulu with her magic. That's a good thing here, because you always want to keep some people heavy hitters, but you don't want them to actually get the final blow for like when you come across Tomberries later on in the game. when they use their little karma attack. I don't think we've seen a Tomberry in my playthrough yet, because the only place we would have come across them so far is the place where we get Yojimbo, and I didn't find one in there, only off camera. But when you hit, they look like little frogs basically, and when you hit them, they use a counter attack every time, well, almost every time, called Karma. And what that does, I think it does like 100 damage per every monster that character has killed in the game. So obviously, you imagine you've killed most of your things with Tidus, Waka, Auron, and Lulu then. Every time they hit it, they get 100 for every monster they've killed. So at this point in the game, they pretty much get killed in one hit. They had like 5,000 damage or whatever. And then obviously towards the end game, when you find the bigger variants, you've killed even more. So but if you have someone who hasn't killed but still hits like a truck, so Yuna, for example, there, if she used Holy on it, she could do like 9999 damage, but would only get like 100 or something like that, because she's never killed anything. She would only get like 100 damage done to her. So yeah, it's always useful. Like, it's the same with like Kimahri and that. When they get more attack and that, you can hit with them or use Mug with them, and they won't take any damage really. And then you can just use your heavier hitters like Auron and that to do the final blow. I will point out one more thing as well. You are about to walk into a boss fight, so make sure everybody's overdrive gauges are built up.
It comes!
Dirty person. This thing can be like really annoying. 40,000 hate, high physical and magic defense. It's got a turbo ether. Might as well use overdrive while we got it. Ah! What a flop. Start panicking on that one because I know it's a really small window. Okay, new status effect here. You'll notice that everybody now is flashing black and white. That means that they are cursed, which stops them using overdrive. So as you can see, Kimahri can no longer use it. So you want to try and get them off as quickly as possible. I think Auron now has... Yeah, I'm not sure if armor break will work, but I was hoping he would have full break. He doesn't really need it, look. He just done like 7,000 damage. We need Yuna in here, really. Because Yuna will be able to tell us whether or not he was affected by it. So he's only got 20,000 HP left. There's not a great deal left. Don't really like Lulu's overdrive, so we're just going to cast a flare on it. At this point, he might start using Kurga on himself. So the best way to counter that is to cast Reflect on him. So every time he tries to cure himself, it comes back on one of you. Waka has not a go. Yeah, it's only Waka and Kimahri left.
Yeah.
9999. No, it's only, yeah, everybody's had a go now, isn't it? Yuna... Actually, no, Yuna didn't have a go. I just called her out. It's only got 370 HP left, so what we'll do is we'll... For absolutely no reason, because we can finish it off right now. Oh dear. that's right. It's not too bad. That's normally a really powerful attack, but I forgot I'm a bit... Yeah, Rocket, Kimari, Titus, and Auron. Yeah, everybody's had a go now, so... As per usual, we will go for the Aeon Overkill. Just to guarantee the overkill here. Yeah, I could use like Titus or Auron or Rocket, but I don't know if 9999 will get an overkill. At least I know Bahamut can do more than that. Plus we get to see probably one of the coolest overdrives in the game. I'm intrigued to see how much it does with armor breaker. $65. I could have just killed it in one hit. 65,000 damage. That's ridiculous.
Hey, can't we rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
Riku,
Fine. I'll think on the way.
Riku is desperate. Oh, we only got one sphere move for that. Riku's desperate to stop. She can't think of it. Oh, we got return spears as well.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. We're almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself. Before, the closer I came to Zanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Brasker will call the final Aeon. He will fight Sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
Legendary Guardian. Well, it's that nice relaxing music now. I don't think there's anything double check. Yeah, I don't think there's any like chests or anything, but I said that just now and I noticed there was one, so we'll have a quick peek.
A city dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey.
I do like the way he says a city I had to see with my own eyes and then just stares at
The
Yuna.
last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go. Down to Zanarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Everybody would drop in spheres
Say
everywhere.
that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No. You can tell him yourself.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Not even over yet, and they're
Kimari.
acting like it is.
Let's go.
So there's the sphere. You pick it up, you get a bit more into Yuna's story. Or it could be the porno she made in the sphere pool. She recorded the whole thing. You know, when they were floating around. They do look quite cool, though.
Sir Orin, Kimari told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now, I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kimari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead, and I would never see him again. You just held me without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go." And you listened, Kimahri. You stayed. Kimahri, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn.
Liar.
Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. Star player of the Zanarkand Abes. You are... I am... Well, I'm glad... I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but... It's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder. I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all, I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
Nah, a little soppy romantic recording from the Mihen High Road. Just before she clonked the chocobo eater over the head with her staff. Now we get to run through Zanarkand. All those smashed up buildings, bruh. And here we are. Should all remember this place. Gotta be honest, this song is starting to grate on me a little bit. I've heard it so many times. Well, saying that, if you go on the Square Enix or Square Soft, whatever you want to call them, if you go on their website, you can actually buy a vinyl recording for this game, like the soundtrack. was thinking about doing that actually, to make it'll make a nice, like, sort of collectible item to display in my room somewhere. Be quite funny now if they put a little hidden thing in here where if you don't press a button within a certain time you end up starting the game all over again. How fucking annoying would that be? How annoying would that be if they did that though?
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
I actually did get really confused when I first played this game and I got to this bit. I wonder what was going on.
Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
Let's go.
And that's the end of them recounting their tales for now. But the story is fresh and... Oh no, bollocks. I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to go back off the camera there. Right, let's... Can't go up there and have a look. Just wanted to check if there's any, like, boxes or anything hidden anywhere. No, there's a few hidden ones along the path. I suppose what we could do actually is put... I swapped everybody's weapons back out. When we fought the Zanarkand keeper, so let's put them all back to that. So at least we can capture some things while we're here. Make it a little less of a grindy ball ache when we have to come back through here. This is just a straight behemoth, so this makes no odds here. We've already caught enough of these. Not sure which... I think they still count towards... even without a powerful weapon, he's still doing max damage. Yeah, I think they count towards Zanarkand. Towards Mount Gagazet still. But yeah, you can find them in this area. Lulu. Wet fart. Lulu, sorry? No. Riku, I meant. Have another go. Riku. And Oren should be able to chop him. If we're doing max damage overkills with capture weapons on, then we might as well carry on using them, aren't we? Battle Freak. What's Battle Freak? Never seen that one before. Zombie Touch SOS Overdrive. Interesting. What's the one for Titus we picked up? The Arc something as well. I've never seen that one before. Arc, half MP cost. Yeah. It's the first time I've ever seen that weapon. Fortune Sphere. Some more dark plans. See, these ones you cannot overkill because even though you do like 9999 damage, you still don't get the overkill for it. So I think they do that on purpose. I think it actually takes 10,000 to overkill it, which you're just out of reach of doing. A dummy. Have another go, mate. You wet, useless fart. I love that little chocobo. Chocobo? Cactus, I mean. Yeah, Una and then Titus. Point. That white wind doesn't actually count as his go either, which is annoying.
See ya!
See, max damage, still no overkill. It's annoying. Monosphere. Mate, go away. And then finally Titus.
Looks like the far plane.
Close enough.
Excuse me. You made me skip a bit though.
Yeah!
Yeah! That made me skip a bit there. I was like confused about where I was, where I left off. I don't want to miss any chests or anything, so I know there's a couple hidden here. Hey, finally a different combination. Although we still don't need any of them, because these all count towards Geiger's it. Riku. Soul Springs. And unit. 7,000 HP he's got left. So, Walker's had a go actually. Just Titus and Lulu left. So, Titus. And then Lulu. Can finish him in style. In a ball of flames. Believe it or not, the hardest ones to capture from the Mount Gagazet area, for me anyway, was the little Bandersnatch wolf things. You know, the things that are like normally common, like common as turd. For some reason, I would had a lot of trouble finding all of them. Like everything else kept coming up, like dark plans, behemoths. They all kept coming up in abundance, but Riku. Soul Spring. And then unit. Titus and Oren. Going.
I foresee no difficulty. Farewell.
There is no difficulty, I just want you to get AP.
No time to waste. Let's go.
No time to waste, let's go. A haste bracer, that'd be nice for Oren.
Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider watching some of my other videos, maybe smashing that like button or dropping a sub. You don't have to, of course, it's entirely up to you. Like I said, it just helps me out and helps my channel grow. Most of all, though, a massive thank you to those of you who are watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.